What's good, everybody? It's your boy, the Almighty the Great, aka Dudley. Back at it again with another video. And today, as you can see, man, a lot of people, have said the trial with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard have been going crazy. A lot of people say Johnny Depp should have gone back on the stand, and he did such a horrible job that might get the jury to vote against him. And I think, was it today? Yeah, today Amber Heard got on the stand herself, and a lot of people also don't agree that she should have gone up there. But man, let's see what happened, because I know Camille Vasquez, the last time she did, what you call it, the thing she did to her, bro. Ooh, like, bro, like like, bro, literally, well, not literally, figuratively, she kind of stabbed her a little bit on the court, on what you call, in court. And I'm like, bro, she's bleeding right now. Right now, she's vulnerable, and you're gonna bring her back up there for Emil Vasquez to finish it? Nah, y'all bugging. But anyway, man, before we get to the video, you guys already know what to do. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I greatly appreciate the support. But without further ado, let's get straight into it, man.
That's effectively what happened, yeah.
You testify that he actually grabbed that woman's wrist and twisted it, right?
And told her that he could effectively break her wrist by saying he knew how many pounds of pressure, or asking her how many pounds of pressure it took to break a human wrist.
But your own witness, your former best friend, Rocky Pennington, she didn't corroborate that, did she?
I'm not quite sure what part of that night she saw. There were a lot of people there.
She didn't testify that Mr. Depp grabbed anyone's wrist in Hicksville.
Okay, based on what I'm seeing so far, I have seen watched the court case somewhat. A lot of I wouldn't say a lot of people say, because obviously I kind of seen it myself. Most of the testimonies of her testimonies of her witness and herself and her sister, a lot of people theorize that they do not have the same testimonies, or not similar the same, but they do not support each other, because it's like conflicting ideas. They're like, bro, you would expect at least that your stories at least kind of make sense when people think about it, right? But none, like, man, I don't know, man. They say Amber Heard is lying. I don't know, but let's see, man. Let's see. Well, I'm not gonna sit here and say she did. Well, kind of she did. She did kind of lie about the donation. They caught her red-handed with the videotape. But let's see about this. Let's see what's going on about this. My fault, but yeah, man.
Again, I don't know what Rocky saw. There were a lot of people there that night.
You testified that once you brought Mr. Depp back to your trailer, he trashed it, correct?
That is correct.
And the manager of the Hicksville trailer park was furious that Johnny had wrecked the whole thing. Do you remember that testimony?
That's correct.
Well, we heard from that manager of the Hicksville trailer park, Morgan Knight, on Monday, didn't we?
I'm not quite sure who that guy was or if he had any involvement in this. I know a lot of people have come out of the woodwork to be involved.
I mean, I don't know, man. I did see the guy. That's the guy that went on Twitter and says, what is it? That's not what happened, or that's not what I saw, right? That was yesterday, right? I didn't know if he was a manager. To be honest, I didn't know he was the man. I thought he was just a regular guy that worked there, but hey.
So you're accusing Mr. Knight of testifying and committing perjury?
I'm not accusing anyone. I just don't recognize that man.
You heard Mr. Knight testify that it was actually you who was upset with Mr. Depp spending time away from him. Isn't that correct?
How would he know? He wasn't there.
You heard Mr. Knight testify that it was actually you who was yelling at Mr. Depp.
I know it's subtle, but look at the Lord's face.
You heard him. Isn't that correct?
Look at his face, bro.
How would he know? He wasn't there.
He's like,
You heard Mr. Knight testify that it was actually you who was yelling at Mr. Depp.
Again, I've heard a lot of people say a lot of things to be involved in the Johnny Depp show, but he wasn't there. He doesn't know. And he certainly doesn't know what happened behind closed doors, like most people.
So you're calling Mr. Knight a liar?
I am saying he wasn't there, and what he testified to doesn't match what I know happened. But I don't fault him. He wasn't there. So
okay, so I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe what people are saying is kind of true. Maybe they say what is it? What she said? Everything that everybody else says about her is false. It's only her that know the truth. But yet, you might be right, you might be telling the truth, but yet you do not phrase it in a way that people, what is it, accept it, or I don't know, man. I don't know. It does not come off like a believable story the way you first provided. Because you said he beat you this, he beat you that, messed up your face, and the next day, boom, you magically healed. Is it that you're a werewolf or a vampire? Something. You have to have superpowers, my boy. Scientists have to take your DNA so they could at least try to solve the disease issue like cancer. Because man, if you can heal from bruises like that, then you could literally use your DNA to heal from anything. Yeah.
How would he know?
He testified he was there, Ms. Heard. Did you hear that?
That's his testimony, yes.
So you're calling him a liar?
I'm just saying he wasn't there.
You heard Mr. Knight testify that the trailer wasn't trashed, and that's why you're calling him a liar.
He testified that a light fixture was broken, similar to the way that
yes,
Johnny's
other than a light
employees
fixture,
testified
that was the only
to my
thing that was
closet
broken,
being rearranged
right?
and things
Ms.
like
Heard,
that.
The only thing that was broken in the trailer, according to Mr. Knight, was a light fixture. Yes or no?
I realized that
Why did they put her back on the stand? Just why? You just put her in a more vulnerable situation. To be honest with you, when I was watching it live, I didn't even watch it because it felt like it was a murder scene, man. I actually left my computer because it was just bad.
Summed it up by saying a light fixture was broken. Just the way his security guard summed up him trashing my closet as being rearranged.
Your Honor, I'm going to move to strike everything after he summed it up that it was a light fixture as non-responsive.
She answered the question, Your Honor.
Overruled.
In the security guard testimony, Your Honor?
I'll allow it. Go ahead.
Mr. Knight also testified that he charged Mr. Depp only $62 for the damaged light fixture. You heard that, correct?
I did.
In Hicksville, you were the only one that was jealous that Mr. Depp was spending time from other people. Isn't that correct, Ms. Heard?
That is incorrect.
In Hicksville, you were the one who was upset that Mr. Depp wasn't giving you enough attention.
Incorrect again.
Okay.
Ms. Heard, you told this jury that you had no
You don't
idea
have
the
to
press
agree
was
to
going
this.
to be at the courthouse when you got your TRO on May 27th, 2016. Do you remember that testimony?
I said I
TRO.
did not have anything to do with it. Yes.
No. My question again. You told this jury that you had no idea that the press was going to be outside after you got the ex-party TRO on May 27th, 2016. Do you remember that testimony?
I apologize. I must have misunderstood Ms. Vasquez. I actually had no idea whether they were going to be there or not. When I walked into the courtroom that day, it was completely quiet, still, empty.
I mean, you said you did not have an idea, right? But they caught, well, I wouldn't say they caught you in 4K, but you did say you were trying to reach Johnny and that you wanted to tell Johnny that you was going to file for divorce and that you needed to speak to him urgently before TMZ, what you call, tell him. So how, like, I'm not saying that you contacted TMZ, but how do you know that information? And how do you know TMZ gonna be there about an event that has not happened yet? And you was like, it's not looking good. It's really not looking good, man. It's not looking good. I'm not Team Ember, but I'm not Team Ember. I'm kind of Team Johnny. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm trying to stay non-biased. But man, it's not looking good.
Even though I had given Johnny's team notice that I was filing the
Objection,
TRO,
Your Honor, this is not
we had no
responsive.
reason to
Move to
believe that the
strike.
press knew.
And Your Honor, I would also ask that you instruct the witness to please stop talking once I lodge an objection.
Your Honor, she's trying to answer the question as best she can, and Ms. Vasquez is misrepresenting to her what she testified to.
Well, I'll strike the last part as non-responsive.
Thank you.
Just if you could just answer the questions asked. Okay, thank you, Ms. Heard.
In fact, you testified that you were, quote, shocked when you saw press when you were leaving the courthouse. Yes?
Yes.
You weren't shocked at all, though, were you?
Incorrect. It was
You knew the press
horrifying.
would be at the courthouse, right, Ms. Heard?
No.
Well, you did bring your publicist to the courthouse with you on May 27th, 2016, didn't you?
I sure did. I'm a public figure. I brought my publicist in case it blew up. In case. And
You actually
I'm glad
had
I did.
alerted TMZ that you would be filing a TRO against Mr. Depp that very day,
No, I did
didn't
not.
you?
No, I did
The
not.
one day you didn't bother to wear makeup to cover up the mark on your face.
I did
That
not
is
call
suspicious,
TMZ or
though.
any other news.
That is suspicious though, because that is suspicious. The one day you do not wear makeup and I don't know. I wish I had like a woman, but based on what I'm seeing so far, a good 90% of women usually 90 to 95% of women usually wear makeup when they go into like it is like important location because they at least trying to look presentable. They don't have to go. They don't have to obviously do extra like when they go into a party or an event like what is it? Graduation, prom, whatever you call charity, whatever. They don't have to do extra, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Don't know. It's too much of a coincidence that you said you did not know they were gonna be there, but yet you didn't wear makeup to show up the booth. But yet also back what you call whenever you wore makeup to go to this party. What's that name? The guy that looked weird, bro. I remember the picture. But anyway.
Source or paparazzi source. No one.
Well,
I
we
never
heard
did that.
testimony from former TMZ employee Morgan Tremaine yesterday, correct?
Did I hear his testimony?
Yes.
Yes, I was here.
Yes. And you heard Mr. Tremaine's testimony that he knew to dispatch the paparazzi to the courthouse on May 27th, right?
I heard him say that he knew that, yes.
Yeah, and that he dispatched paparazzi to the courthouse to capture a picture of an alleged bruise on the right side of your face. Do you remember him saying that?
I remember him saying that.
That information must have come from your team, right, Ms. Heard?
Absolutely not. Why would I want that? What actual survivor of domestic violence wants that?
Now, the video of Mr. Depp beating
But
up
the
some
thing
kitchen.
is, I would say, I mean, I agree, but at the same time, you're not a regular. I don't know, because you're famous. That's why it's different.
Cabinets, you admit that you took
I
that
don't know,
video,
man.
correct?
Maybe I should go
Yes,
back and see. I don't know if Rihanna and Chris Brown had a court case. Maybe I need to go back and check that out. To see
did.
Right.
if there's
And you
any
acknowledge that the video was
similarities.
released online the day before you were deposed in connection with your divorce from Mr. Depp in August of 2016, right?
I believe it was, yes.
But you testified that you had
To be honest with you, we might not finish this video today because
absolutely nothing to do with the video's release, right?
Absolutely not.
And you testified that you learned about it when you landed after flying into LA. Do you remember that testimony?
Upon touchdown is when I was alerted to the video's
You
existence
heard Mr.
online.
Tremaine testify that about this video as well yesterday, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
And you heard Mr. Tremaine testify that TMZ received the cabinet video the same day you landed at LAX, yes?
I don't know if I don't know if that's what his testimony was. I'm sorry.
You heard Mr. Tremaine testify that the cabinet video was posted 15 minutes after TMZ received it, yes?
That's what I heard him say.
And that this could only have been possible if the video was received directly from the source, yes?
I heard him say that. I don't know if that's true or if that's possible because
And
it didn't
heard
come from me. I was
Mr.
flying.
Tremaine
So
testify.
I know that's incorrect is what I mean to say.
Another liar on the stand.
I just know that that's incorrect.
Right. And you heard Mr. Tremaine testify that
don't lie. Camilla's kind of passive aggressive, man. She's kind of passive aggressive.
TMZ owns the copyright to the cabinet video, right?
That's news to me.
The cabinet video you filmed of your then husband, yes?
The copyright ownership of that is news to me. I learned that yesterday.
It's the cabinet video that you captured of your then husband, yes?
That is correct. I did capture that video, and
The
yes,
cabinet
that was
video-
my husband.
The same cabinet video that was released the night before you were deposed in your divorce, yes?
That's correct.
You must have also heard Mr. Tremaine testify that the version of the cabinet video that TMZ received was incomplete compared to the video the jury saw in this trial. Did you hear that?
The video that that you have seen is complete.
Right.
Yeah, I'm-
But the
I'm
one
not
TMZ
gonna-
got the day before your deposition in the divorce was incomplete.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
He testified that at the beginning portion of the video where you set up the camera, that wasn't included in the video that TMZ received.
I don't know what video TMZ
I'm talking
received.
about Mr. Tremaine's testimony, Ms. Heard.
Wait,
Let's
how-
just
you're
focus on.
asking-
How you say you did not know what video, but yeah, he's mentioning the video that's in the court case. What other video is there? Because I'm pretty sure every other evidence that was in there is mostly, what is it? Audio, yeah. Audio, what you call audio proof, right? and then maybe some text here and there, photos. But I think that's probably. I'm not gonna sit here and say that's the only one, but that's probably one of the major ones, to be honest.
You need to repeat his testimony?
No, I'm asking you if you recall hearing him say those words to this jury.
Yes,
Under oath.
I heard his testimony. We all did.
And he testified that the end of the video where you can be seen smirking. I know you testified earlier that you haven't been smirking in this trial, but you sure were caught on camera smirking in that video.
I disagree with that.
Was also not included in the TMZ video.
Everyone can watch that video and you can determine whether you think it's funny to me or not.
That's because the video came from you, right, Ms. Heard?
No, it did not.
You edited
video
out
did
the
not
portions.
come from me.
Good for her,
That
man.
didn't come
It's
from
not
me.
looking good
Ms.
for her.
Heard,
She's trying.
you edited out the portions
She's
that
trying,
made
though.
you
She's
look
trying. I
bad
can't
before
blame her for
sending it
trying,
to
but it's really
TMZ.
not looking good for her.
You're very wrong about that.
So
If
that
I
only
wanted to
Mr.
leak
Depp
information, I
looked
could have
bad.
done it in a more effective way, a lot sooner and a lot more.
Because
I
you
was
knew exactly
living
how to
with
do
a
that,
mountain.
right?
I could have done it in a...
See.
You're very wrong about that.
So that
if I
only
wanted to
Mr.
leak
Depp
information, I
looked
could have
bad.
done it in a more effective way, a lot sooner and a lot more.
You could have done it a lot sooner and a lot better, or a lot effective.
Because
I
Wait.
was
exactly
living with
how it
information. I
looked
could have
bad.
done it in a more effective way, a lot sooner and a lot more.
Because you
I
knew
was
exactly
living
how to
with
do
a
that,
mountain
right?
of this evidence.
But yet, the couple of days when when they say do you know blah blah blah, did you leak this? You be like, I don't know how to do that. And now you telling the world that you do know how to do that, and you could have done it more effectively.
If I wanted to leak it, I could have done a lot more with it.
I thought you testified earlier in this trial that you didn't know how to leak things.
I
Remember
don't.
that? Right. You edited that video.
Yo, you contradicting yourself. You contradicting yourself.
Before
Oh
you
my
gave it to
goodness.
TMZ so that only Mr. Depp would look bad. Yes?
That's absurd.
Right in the middle of your divorce proceedings.
No,
Again, you're very wrong.
man, this is not looking good.
I'd like to show you a picture from that's already admitted into evidence. It's Defendant's Exhibit 799. This is you at the courthouse on May 27th, 2016, when you got your domestic violence restraining order against Mr. Depp, right?
Okay.
It is.
And next to you is a woman named
Why is there an echo? I know it's not me.
Jody Gottlieb, right?
Yes, yes.
Jody Gottlieb is your publicist.
And dear friend.
Now I'd like to show you what's been marked as Plaintiff's Exhibit 13.
Yo, she looked tired, man. She looked tired. Yeah. Yeah, you thought I was gonna say something else, huh? You thought I was gonna say something else, huh? But nah. She looked tired. But you're not wrong though. The thought did cross my mind.
16. This is a picture of you and your friend Rocky Pennington, right?
That is correct.
Your Honor, I'd like to move to admit this photograph.
Any objection to 1316?
No, Your Honor.
All right, 1316 in evidence. You can publish to the jury.
Damn.
This is a picture of you on May 28th, 2016, right, Ms. Heard?
I don't know when this was taken.
This is the day after you obtained the domestic violence restraining order against Mr. Depp, right?
There's no scars on her face. She look, I ain't gonna lie, she look pretty, bro. And her friend look pretty good too. Pretty good.
I have no idea when this image was taken.
done.
I did not take it.
There's no bruise on your face in this picture, is there?
Again, I don't know when this was taken. And also, I'm outside. I was obviously wearing makeup.
Yo,
I have no idea
Yo, shout out to the people that keep zooming in, making sure you see what they were
when
talking
this was
about.
taken. So I have no idea if I can
Let's
speak to
refresh your
what
recollection.
bruise you can see
Let's
or
refresh
not.
your recollection about when this picture was taken. Can we please pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit 1315, just for the witness? This is an article dated May 30th, 2016, right, Ms. Heard?
That's what it says, yes.
And this article contains the same photograph of you and Ms. Pennington we were just looking at, yes?
Yes, I see that.
And the article is entitled, Amber Heard Smiles as She Puts Arm Around Friend One Day After Getting Restraining Order Against Johnny Depp.
So you had a score and then it disappears in one day. To be honest with you, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not a freaking physician. I don't know. And plus, we're not the same skin tone, so I don't know how your scores work from my type of scars. You know what I'm saying? So I can't judge. I can't judge.
Is that what the title says?
I know that's what the title says, yes.
Your Honor, I'm going to move to admit and publish the article with everything but the headline and date and the photo redacted.
Objection, Your Honor. That's inconsistent from the way you've treated all of these.
I'll sustain the objection. All right, next question.
Let's take a look at picture Plaintiff's Exhibit 1317.
Yeah, but the title's already there, though.
This is also a picture of you and Miss Pennington on May 28th, 2016, isn't it?
Yeah,
I don't
could
know
see
when
the
this
jury
photo was
reaction,
taken, but it
man.
looks like the same outing as the picture prior.
Your Honor, I'm going to move to admit and publish.
That's what you. I don't like to do jury duty, but this court case might be one of those I would be interested in to participate, but I'm not in Virginia, so there's that.
Plaintiff's Exhibit 1317.
Any objection?
No, Your
All
Honor.
right, 1317 in evidence, you can publish.
There's no bruise on your face in this picture either, right?
I disagree. If it is taken when you represent it was taken, then obviously there's a bruise on my face.
You say obviously there's a bruise on your face, right? So basically, if it's so obvious, why can we not see it? If the bruise is so obvious, why can we not see it? Like, man, I don't know.
It's
man.
covered
I
by
don't know.
makeup, as per
I don't
usual.
know.
Let's zoom out of that picture for a moment, please. Thanks, Tom. That's Josh Drew in this picture, right?
Yes, that's correct.
And Miss Pennington
That is correct.
in there too?
That
Ms.
is correct.
Pennington submitted a sworn statement on your behalf in support of your domestic violence restraining order, didn't she?
I believe she did, yes.
Mr. Drew also submitted a statement in support of your domestic violence restraining order.
I believe they both did, yes.
Mr. Hurd, I'd like to show you Defendant's Exhibit 512, which is already in evidence.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Not looking good, man. Not looking good.
You've seen this photograph before, right?
I have.
Okay.
On the second day of your direct testimony, you testified that this was taken in the downstairs of the main apartment on December 15th, 2015. Do you recall that
What's the guys are
testimony?
showing this?
Yes, I
what's
believe
special
so.
about this picture?
So it's your testimony that Defendant's Exhibit 512 reflects damage to Penthouse 5 that occurred during the December 15th, 2015 incident. Yes?
I'm not quite sure from what incident this is when I see this photo in a vacuum without context.
Let's give you that context.
Okay.
Can we please, thanks, if I could have day 16 trial testimony?
I mean, I don't know. I don't see. Oh shit, my leg.
All right.
I don't know. It don't look like there's anything wrong with the picture. This look like a picture of a what you call wine bottle that just got probably spilled. It don't look broken. So, hey man, apparently there must be something magical about this wine
Could you
bottle.
please turn first to page 4585?
You sometime I say I wanted to be a lawyer, but man, I watched a couple of law tubers. I don't know what's is it called law tube? I don't know. The way they be breaking things down, I'm like, never mind, because I just want to do it.
Specifically on starting on line 6.
I just want to argue. I don't want to do the fine details, creating contracts. I just don't want to argue. Ready to count? Oh no, so that's not what you said. But nah.
16, where it says, let's talk about December 15th, 2015.
You said 458. I'm on 4485. Sorry, you said 4585.
4585.
Pardon.
Line 16.
The funniest thing is, after this court case, this probably will last maybe 3-4, maybe a week, and then boom, the internet gonna forget it like it never happens. Obviously, people on Twitter just gonna keep talking about it because people like to retweet and then just gonna keep going. But YouTube, it's gonna be pretty forgettable, man. But man, that's crazy though. Let's skip.
You see December.
Long ass time.
2015? Okay. And then do you see that your testimony about December 15th, 2015 follows?
Let's see. It's just the first line or two.
Yo, man, I think she's setting a trap for you, man. Camille Vasquez be playing Yu-Gi-Oh, bro. Like, you activated my trap card.
Yes.
Okay. Now I'd like you to
Mirror
turn to
wall.
page
I
4603,
also draw a monster reborn.
starting at line 12.
And come back from the
4603.
graveyard. Blue eyes. What? I'm dragging it. But damn, bro.
Starting at line 12 and going on to page 4604, line 4.
Okay.
And do you see that you testify that defendant's exhibit 512, which is on the screen,
Yes,
is a picture of the downstairs of the main apartment?
that's correct.
And the main apartment is penthouse 5 in the Eastern Columbia building, right?
No, well, depends on what, the main apartment's penthouse 3 generally when we say main apartment.
Penthouse 5 was where you had your closet?
The downstairs was kind of like had some of my painting studio set up and a reception area. Upstairs was the closet. Mezzanine office was in between.
All right, so it's your testimony that defendant's exhibit 512 reflects damage to the penthouse 5, that occurred during the December 15th, 2015 incident, right?
I'm just not sure from which incident this is a picture of, since I'm only looking at
Even
a
though your
partial
counsel
floor.
was asking
Wait.
you questions about
Isn't that why they gave you the transcript to tell you? I mean, to show you what you testified about?
December
I'm not
15th,
bugging.
2015, and then admitted this picture into evidence
Again,
in relation to that incident?
Sorry, go ahead. What?
In relation to that incident on December 15th, 2015. This exhibit, defendant's exhibit, you are the defendant, number 512, was admitted into evidence
What the hell
in this
happened?
court. You testified that this was the result of damage that occurred on December 15th,
what?
2015. Yes or no?
I just need to orient myself because I'm just looking at a picture of a partial
No,
picture of a
Ms. Heard,
floor,
you didn't just
so
look
I
at a
can't.
picture. You looked at your testimony.
It's not looking good, man. And I know I don't want to keep saying it, but I had to let you know it is not looking good. And it looked like a trap. It looked like a
You
trap.
pointed me towards the page and then asked me a
Camille
question. I haven't
Vasquez
actually
is
reviewed
out
it. I don't know
here
if this was
setting
submitted
traps,
in relation
You
to
thought
that
Yuki was
incident.
the king
Let's
of
pull
games,
up-
my boy.
Let's
Camille
actually
Vasquez
leave
is
out
the
defendant's
queen of
512 and please pull up defendant's
Respect
exhibit
on her name.
725, which is already in evidence
Thank
in
you.
redacted form, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. You can publish.
Just side by side. You've seen this photograph as well, right?
I have.
On the third day of your direct testimony, you testified that this photograph reflected spilled wine in Penthouse 5 on May 21st, 2016, didn't you?
Again, I don't know because I'm looking at a partial
No
picture
way.
of a floor. So unless you remove the metadata you've covered up,
So she's using. Wait, are they saying she's using the same picture to what is it for 2 different incidents? Is that what they're saying?
we could then tell. If you
I didn't
remove,
cover it up, Your Honor.
Could we unredact
Your Honor
them so we could get context?
That's how it's in evidence.
That's how
All
it's in
right.
evidence.
Next
Well,
question.
the metadata next to it is so that
Ms.
to
Heard,
avoid this
Ms.
sort of
Heard, there is
confusion.
no question pending, and I would appreciate it if you wouldn't be making argument to the jury.
Sorry, I thought you had asked me about it.
Ooh,
No, I didn't ask you about anything.
she's ruthless.
Let's look at your direct testimony from the third day.
God damn, bro. Yo, she on her head top, bro. She ain't let her breathe nothing. Yo. Whew, I wouldn't want to be the one going against her.
Yes, ma'am.
'Cause she'll dissect you like a surgeon, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nah, bro. Using your own words against you, that right there is the ultimate full counter, bro. You can't do
Let's
anything.
turn to
'Cause this
page
your own words.
4750 in day 17 transcript.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
4750.
Oh man, oh man.
Specifically line 16. Do you see where Ms. Bredehoff asked you to describe for the jury what took place on May 21st, 2016?
I see that.
And do you see that your testimony is reflected about May 21, 2015?
Yes.
That follows? Okay.
Yes.
Now let's turn to page 4804 at line 14. 4804. Starting at line 14
Yes.
through 4805, line 4.
Sheesh. All right, let's keep
05. That you're testifying that defendant's exhibit 725, which is reflected on the right side, reflects spilled wine on the floor in penthouse 5?
That's correct.
Okay. And defendant's exhibit 512 and 725 seem to be different versions of the same picture, don't they?
That's correct.
Okay. So which is it? Which one was taken on December 15th, 2015, or
they
May
look like the same
21st,
picture.
2016?
If you remove the redacted metadata, you can find out. It's right there.
Or if you're telling the truth, you would know.
Recognize a portion of of spilled wine on a floor, and I'm supposed to know off the top of my head when you've
No.
lived through 5 years of this stuff? I don't think so. That's not
Yo.
how that works.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you, Tom.
Ruthless. Ruthless.
Ms. Hurd, at the beginning of your cross-examination
Your
last
Honor, may we
week,
approach?
Yes.
Yo. Yo, her lawyers need to give her a break, man. Yo, bro, she look, yo, Camille. I don't know you personally, obviously, but man, why you gotta do her like that? Jeez, bro. Yo, she looks stressed. She looks stressed in this pose. Yo, it's like, yo. We need to give her a 5-minute break, man. I'm about to throw that in the towel. Because Camille Vasquez just hitting her with the jab, 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 uppercut, jab, 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 uppercut, jab, 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 cross, uppercut. Oh my goodness, no. We need a break. We need a break. Oh, damn. This is not looking good. Man. All right, let's skip. It seems like they've been talking for a minute now. You're still talking?
Words.
All right, let's go back.
All right, ladies and gentlemen in the gallery, I would ask that there be no words or no phrases, no words, no sounds at all coming from you. If I hear one more sound, I will clear the gallery and we will continue this testimony without anybody in the courtroom. Understood? Good. All right, your next question.
Ms. Hurd, at the beginning of your cross-examination last week, I showed you an audio where you told Mr. Depp to tell the jury, tell the judge, tell the world that he is a victim of domestic abuse. Do you remember that?
That's correct.
And you testified you
I ain't gonna lie, that audio tape will forever haunt her, bro. It'll forever haunt her. Because you can't say you didn't say it since there's what you call physical proof of you, like, bro.
found it hard to believe that Mr. Depp would tell the world that he's a victim of domestic abuse, didn't you?
I said I find it hard to believe that he would do that knowing that he himself had beat me up for 5 years.
But he has told the world.
You said he's beating you up for 5 years, but why did you stay with him for 5 years? And based on what had been proven in the court case so far, what you presented, there's no doctor, no police report. Your friend, like, nobody apparently. You say you've been beaten up, violated, but yet nobody have seen any marks, any proof of that. Obviously, he probably hit you here and there. I'm not gonna sit here and say he didn't. We don't know, but that seems plausible or probable. I don't know. I said plausible, probable, but it seems like it's never to the degree that you are mentioning. But it's mostly based on what you're saying. It's mostly emotional damage, emotional attack that I don't know, emotional something that he be doing to you. But man, it's not
that he's your victim of domestic abuse, hasn't he?
Well, he started to say that only recently. He didn't make that claim up until very recently. So when we signed our divorce agreement and we signed a statement saying that neither party had ever said false claims for financial gain, It was relevant and important to me because I was the only one making the accusations. I was the only one making those claims. He wasn't doing that at the time, and he signed his name to it.
You didn't expect as many people to show up and testify on his behalf that did you?
Incorrect.
When you told this jury under oath that you never assaulted, actually, strike that, sorry. When you told this jury under oath that you punched Mr. Depp because you thought of Mr. Depp pushing Kate Moss down the stairs, you didn't expect Miss Moss to agree to testify that never happened,
Yeah, that was
did you?
Incorrect. I know how many people will come out of the woodwork to be in support of Johnny.
So you think Miss Moss needs to come out of the woodwork?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Look at Camille. Why she smirking like that? Why's she smirking like
to be in support.
Why's she smirking like that, bro? It's like she's like, oh, I got you now. I got you now.
Of Johnny.
So you think Miss Moss needs to come out of the woodwork to testify for Mr. Depp?
Everybody who was around in the 90s and the early aughts knew that rumor. I had heard that rumor from multiple people.
Wait, so hold on. You heard a rumor, but you did not confirm it was true. And then you stated that Johnny did that to that person without confirming the origin of that rumor. And bro, oh man, I don't know.
Of course, that's what flashed through my head when my violent husband not only swung for me, but all of a sudden swung for my sister. Of course I thought of that. I did not
I ain't gonna lie, there's a lot of people in the court case, bro. God.
expect her to show up or not expect her to show up. It didn't matter. It doesn't change what I believed at the time when we were on the stairs and I thought he was going to kill my sister by pushing her down the stairs.
Yo, why is Camille smiling like an evil villain? Like, checkmate. Like, bro, come on.
You told this jury under oath that Mr. Depp was aggressive and trashed a trailer in Hicksville. You didn't expect the manager of the Hicksville property, Morgan Knight, to come forward and testify that was untrue, did you?
Incorrect. I've already been through trials with this man. I know how many people will come out in support of him.
When you told this jury under oath that you had no idea that the paparazzi would be at the courthouse on May 27th, 2016, you didn't expect a TMZ employee to show up to testify that TMZ had been alerted that you would be at the courthouse and knew exactly which side of your face to take a picture of, did you?
I know how many people will come out and say whatever for him. That's his power. That's why I wrote the op-ed. I was speaking to that phenomenon. How many people will power? I know how many people will come out and say whatever for him. That's his power. That's why I wrote the op-ed.
But yet throughout the whole court case, you said you never wrote the op-ed. Your whole point of what you call the defamation trial was, so your lawyer saying you just tweeted it, you never wrote it, and now you admitted to it? You admit to it? What's going on? Man. Whew. I'm not saying she's lying, but some of these facts don't add up, man. And obviously there's some truths here and there, but because it's just because this as you call cluster of truth and lies, people are now confused. The jury's probably confused. Which one is the truth and which one is the lie? Like,
I was speaking to that phenomenon. How many people will come out in support of him and will fall to his power? He is a very powerful man, and people love currying favor with powerful men.
Currying
and I know
favor
that
and
firsthand.
risking jail time for committing perjury?
Excuse me?
Currying favor and risking jail time for committing perjury?
I didn't hear your question.
You didn't hear my question?
Yo, why is Camille moving like this, bro? Why? Yeah, she's like, you didn't hear my question? You didn't hear me? Because I'm pretty sure it sounded very clear, but you were too busy talking so you could not hear me. Like, yo, I'm not going to say and say she's obviously, what is it? I don't know. Arrogant. Yeah, that's the word. I don't think she's arrogant. It's just like, bro, I don't know. She's like, I caught you and now you're trying to deflect. It's like,
Ms. Vasquez, if you do mind, please just repeat the question. I didn't hear you.
Curry favor and commit perjury in this courtroom?
I have seen people do this.
Man?
I have seen people do this time and time again. That's why I wrote the op-ed.
You didn't expect Ben King, the house manager.
And you said that a second time. Not once, not twice. And probably not a third time too, because I don't know. But man, oh,
in Australia.
I bet you her lawyers is like, why? And I know when she got home, she probably broke a couple stuff.
To show up
Sheesh.
from England. He flew from England to testify that Mr. Depp's fingertip was found exactly where he said it would be. Did you?
I have never heard Johnny testify to knowing where his finger was, or really, frankly, making a claim that he knew where it was when it was found. I've never heard Johnny claim that.
You didn't expect
Johnny
Keenan Wyatt.
Johnny has never
Ms.
actually
Heard,
said that.
Ms. Heard.
And
I think the jury can.
yes.
Ms. Heard, there's no question pending. You didn't expect Keenan Wyatt, Mr. Depp's longtime sound technician, to show up and testify that Mr. Depp is not being fed lines through his earpieces, but instead music, did you?
Not that it matters much, but of course I did. I know how his employees treat him.
So you
I know how
probably-
his team treats him. Of course I expected that.
Okay, so you probably expected Isaac Baruch to come and testify for Mr. Depp, right?
I'm not sure I thought about that.
Yeah. But you didn't expect Mr. Baruch to weep for Mr. Depp after what you've put him through and so many others with your lies.
I
did you?
relate to Isaac because he and I are
There's
the
no
only
further
ones who have
questions, Your
cried
Honor.
on this stand.
Nothing further.
All right.
Yo.
Read
Camille Vasquez took a grenade, threw it at her, and then she call, what is it? What you call Amber Heard trying to self-revive, and then boom, she pulled out a rocket launcher and was like, boom. Damn, bro. Damn. That right there was a mess. That right there was a mess. I don't know how Redirect fixed that, but man, that did not look good. But anyways, man, thank you guys for watching. I know this probably was the longest video that you've ever watched, and if you have gotten to the end, put a 1 in the comment down below and say we did it. But anyways, man, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment down below for what you want me to react to next. And don't forget to go watch what you call Omni-Man versus Homelander and check out who won. To be honest with you, you'll be surprised. But anyways, man, we are out.